So I also want to share an experience I had today at Whole Foods, but let me just talk about this first. Oh my gosh, it's like literally so much hard. Now I really understand why some people like they get the surgery done with their nose, because did you guys know if you don't breathe through your nose, I don't know, I swear it changes the shape of your face or something if you don't fix your breathing correctly. So this is not doing me any good right now, not breathing through my nose. Anyway, so yes, so today's topic is concentration, because I had a realization today as I was reading this book. So the book I have in front of me is on my Kindle, and it's called The Marshmallow Test. For those of you guys who don't know, it was this study or test done at Stanford where you've probably seen it. Basically, they bring in like a little kid, sit them at a table, and give them a marshmallow. And they say, all right, well, so they leave them with a bell and a marshmallow. So they said, if you can wait until, they're like, the adult says to the kid, I'm going to leave the room. If you can leave, I'm going to leave the room. If you can wait until I come back, you get 2 marshmallows instead of 1. But if you don't, I'm going to leave the room. If you don't want to wait any longer, ring the bell, I'll come back. You can eat the 1 marshmallow, but you can't have a second. And so what they found, I know I'm like not vlogging my life right now at all. Well, yeah, so anyway, so what they found is the kids who, they said this. Preschoolers who delayed longer on the marshmallow test were rated a dozen years later as adolescents who exhibited more self-control in frustrating situations, yielded less to temptation, were less distractible when trying to concentrate, were more intelligent, self-reliant and confident, trusted their own judgment. When under stress, okay, so basically they just did a lot better. But the point being is this, my dad was pointing this out to me like earlier on, or literally like this weekend when I saw them. And he was explaining how, it's funny because my mom, she's like more like the Asian ways, I guess. Like my mom does not like to think about childhood or anything. She's like, why are you going back to your past? That has nothing to do with anything. You just need to work on now, you know. But my dad, on the other hand, thinks more from he really likes psychology and stuff. So he like thought about my childhood a little bit. And I feel like you should think that way. You should think about like how you were back then, you know. Anyway, so turns out, and this like explains a lot now. Once, before I go into this, once on a live stream, I was live streaming and someone on here asked me, and let's not start this because I don't have this. I don't have ADD or something, attention deficit disorder. I don't have that. But one time someone asked me on a live stream, they were like, you seem to get like very distracted very easily, because I'd be talking to you guys and I'd see something. It's like a dog like that sees a squirrel. It's like squirrel, you know, it's kind of like that. And so for me, my dad told me like growing up, like my mom used to sign me up for this like thing. It's called Kumon. I don't think anyone's heard of it, but it's basically this place where I would go to get extra homework because my mom wanted me to do better in school. So she would have me go do extra math homework and reading homework on top of schoolwork. So I would sit at my desk and I was like, you know, small and little. And my dad said that, he was like saying, you know, how I had a difficult time like concentrating. Like he said I would try, and he said I would find it really painful, and then he said I would go distract myself. Then I'd be like, oh wait, I need to go get some water. So I leave and I go get water, and then I come back like it's like this little Olivia with this giant cup. Oh my gosh, you did Kumon too? I made it to level G, haha, then quit. Oh my gosh, girl, that's amazing. I made it to level G too. I think it was E that which one was it, or was it F? No, I made it to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, I didn't make it to G. I made it to F. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so that's funny that people relate. Anyway, so oh my gosh, my throat is burning. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, I think I started to realize this in my work. So this is something I'm working on, but like I just want to dive deeper. Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that like, okay, this is my thinking. I think that like maybe it's just like it's a habit. It's almost like a habit. Like ultimately, I think everything we do and think, it's like in habits. So I feel like I learned at a young age the habit of like, no, that's the weird thing though. Hold on. I can get really obsessed with something too though. So that's why I'm just kind of like what is it? I'm throwing this out here because it's like, you know, does anyone else have this issue? It's like, okay, when I'm really set on something, I will obsess about it, like very deeply. That's what happened. Okay, that's actually what happened with my YouTube channel. I liked it so much that I like obsessed about it. But like school, I never obsessed about it because, I mean, I kind of did a little bit in the beginning, but like, I really did it. It's just kind of like those things where I try. It's like I had to try really hard in school, but okay, obviously I tried really hard on YouTube. What I'm trying to say though is that like, if I don't like something, I will like distract myself a lot, I think. And if I really like something, I will like obsess about it. But what kind of happened with my YouTube channel, for people wondering, is like, I think that I created a lot of negative feelings around it because I struggled with my relationship with food.